Greg, some fascinating and good news to share, I understand.
Some very, very good news, Joe. Number one, thanks for having me again, as always.
Good to have you.
But yeah, Distalmotion, we would love to share that we received FDA de novo marketing authorization for the approval of the use of Dexter in inguinal hernia surgery. So our first approval in the US, hopefully of many, and we're really excited to get here today.
Yeah, well, first of all, congratulations to you, congratulations to the team. And while it's exciting for the US market, the journey started way before here, didn't it?
Yeah, and I'd be remiss, Joe, if I didn't thank all of our partners, both surgeon and hospital administrative partners that we've worked with over the last 12 years. We're up over 1,300 surgeries in the European market across a variety of different procedures. And really, it's their hard work, their dedication to our mission that got us here. So I just wanted to take the time to say thank you, a huge thank you to them for getting us here today.
Yeah, I'm sure they're all partying, celebrating in Lausanne and all around the world.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So given that we've got de novo in the US, where do we go from here in the US market?
Yeah, so I mean, our focus is, again, going to be very deliberate. We talked about a lot of these things already, but we are very focused on the outpatient and ambulatory surgery market and really empowering robotic surgery for more facilities, for more surgeons, and more importantly, more patients. We believe there's an access issue in robotics. I know I've heard you talk about that before, and we think Dexter really solves a lot of those, whether it be economic issues, whether it be logistical issues, whether it be clinical issues. We think that Dexter has the value proposition around Dexter and what it does. It really brings forth the ability to empower robotic surgery in those sites of care.
Greg, the healthcare market has moved towards evidence-based. Show me, right?
Yeah.
Show me how much and show me what it's going to do. And I can appreciate using the word empower here, but where does that rubber meet the road with Dexter using that word empower?
Yeah, I mean, I think there are some major hurdles when it comes to robotic surgery. So there's barriers in cost. Robots today provide significant disruption in workflow. Dexter integrates seamlessly into a laparoscopic OR environment, so you get all the benefits of having high-end technology without necessarily disrupting workflow. Dexter doesn't require massive additional headcount, right? With complexity, and again, I mentioned to you a few interviews ago, it's very difficult to make something this complicated simple. And we bring that as well. So, and finally, I mean, just logistics and space. When we're talking about changing sites of care, we're talking about moving into operating environments that don't have the real estate that maybe the main ORs in larger hospitals and larger academic hospitals do. So we believe we're solving all four of those things by bringing Dexter to market.
There's a lot more to a robot these days than just great robot, great UI, UX. There's centers of care concerns, as you mentioned, clinician consideration. What are you looking at from a programmatic perspective on Dexter? Yeah,
so I mean, I think we want to solve several problems. One is the clinical piece. So, really when you think about, Dexter is an open platform. So we give surgeons and caregivers the ability to use what they love. Or again, most importantly, what they think is best for that particular patient at that site of care. The example I always use is in the ecosystem of most of the robotic platforms out there today, they probably don't have the best ICG or visualization. There are other companies that do that really well. And when you have an open platform, you start to empower surgeons to be able to use those technologies in tandem with best-in-class robotics. So that would be one. Of course, I think everyone can admit there are logistical concerns, workflow, sterilization. Dexter has a single-use instrument platform. It's very small, mobile, so you can put it into sites of care where traditionally large form factor robots haven't been before. Economically, again, I think this is just a market condition that, the ability to be flexible, the ability to really build a robot that is made for lower acuity, high volume surgeries. Again, I've told you before, Dexter has the ability to flex up to the complex, but it's really made for, all of the surgeries that are moving, into that site of care. So we really think that there's so many components that will help us drive more robotic surgery, which again is better for everyone, patients, payers, and providers.
When I think about Dexter, historically, it's been you bring in a soft tissue surgical robot, you have to forget about everything else that's sitting in the OR or in your ASC. It feels like Dexter at times has been built to accommodate what you're already using and already is best in class.
I've heard so many examples where someone's doing an open surgery in a room where a robot is sitting there. And I think Dexter really enables people to think differently about how they address robotics, how they can accommodate multiple surgeries, how they utilize things that they've already purchased or acquired and they like or love. So, to me, those are all really big benefits to having, again, Dexter in your operating room and also having an open platform.
Pressure's on. We have our de novo. What does the next 12 to 18 months look like for patients, clinicians, and centers of care? Yeah.
So we're going to continue rapid innovation. I think that's been at the heart of what Distalmotion is. We've iterated this product once every 6 months for the last 3 years. And we're going to continue to do that. We also have to make it more versatile. So although we're very, very proud of the marketing authorization on inguinal hernia repair, we're going to continue to work closely with the FDA to expand indications and expand the use of this product over the next 18 months so we can drive even more value for those customers. So there's still a lot of work to be done. Again, we're always shooting for perfection, but we know that's really difficult. But again, for me, the one thing I've always learned in high-end technology and medical devices, if the product's not being used to its fullest capacity, then it's probably not driving maximum value. And again, over the next 18 months, we're really trying to do that.
Exciting times. Well, we'll be watching closely, and we're happy to have a horse in the race for sure.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. We look forward to getting into that race. Thanks, Joe.
Awesome. I'm Joe Mullings from 160 Studios. Be well.